Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosy O, and today I'm going to do kind of a quick whip and chat slash answer some questions. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hope you enjoy the show. Oh, and if you can like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that as well. So I was watching a YouTube video, and it was a whip and chat. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm a subscriber of a wonderful channel called Diamonds and Washi, and I love watching her channel. I love watching her whip and chats a lot. And she did one recently of a questionnaire, I believe, of questions that are part of a tag on YouTube, I believe. And my apologies, I've never done a questionnaire thing. I've seen them before and I've been interested in them, but I've never been tagged of, oh, answer these questions. I've never done that. So on her video, she proclaims, oh, you're officially tagged if you want to answer these questions. The questions originate from another YouTube channel called Single and Placing. Honestly, I never had heard of that channel till I followed through and I started watching some of the videos, so I really liked their channel, so I subscribed. And I saw that it's a list of 8 questions relating to diamond painting and the year 2024. So today, I'm going to try and answer those questions. And yeah, I'm just really interested because when I saw there is a hashtag to it, so there's other channels that are doing it as well. So if you follow the tag, you'll see other channels, their answers to the questions. So I decide, let me give my answers. And honestly, I didn't know what I was going to talk about in this whip and chat, so worked out for me. So this is my Oraloa cute Christmas painting. I am really kind of close to finishing. I just need a little bit of the top section and the middle section. But I completed this side and part of the tree. Oh my goodness, I really like this tree. But there's a lot of confetti to it. So it took me a bit, but I really like it. I'm going to work on this section here of the sky. It's a little garland with lights. So I'm going to finish that. And so I can keep on moving because I love completing my paintings. Kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. I like doing the outer lining and then I'll do the middle. So that's why I'm starting in this corner. Sorry for the long intro. I just wanted to kind of explain where the questions came from. So let me zoom in a bit and we can start. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I kept trying. It is such a weird angle for the corner, so I was trying to make sure it's on camera because sometimes I have a habit of pulling the painting towards me. But I'm going to put a little bit of some washi tape I have just to keep it from moving. I actually did this trick a while back and I thought, ooh, let me try it again because I'm worried again that I'm pulling it. So I'm going to start on this little light here. So let me start on the questions. So, and as well, if you're interested in, if you have a channel or if you just, wanting to post this, I believe it's also being posted on Instagram, I believe. You can answer these questions just to see, what your answers would be. Or you can actually leave a comment below if you kind of want to answer these questions. Or especially if if you had a really fun year diamond painting this year. So I'm going to work on this little section here. So let's start. So the first question is, favorite diamond painting kit of the year, completed or a WIP? So for me, since this is technically my first year diamond painting, my favorite painting, which is actually one of my first completions of a premium painting, is Artist Room from Diamond Art Club. And apologies, and the artist is Mrs. Butterdy. I fell in love with that painting, and that painting, I really wanted to complete it for my craft room. So I did take a bit, and it was larger than any canvas I had gone used to, because my first diamond painting I did was a small 30 by 40 from Amazon. So I just finished that painting and I thought, oh my goodness, I like diamond painting. So, and I saw that kit was available on Diamond Art Club. So, and that's when I started, finding about premium paintings and all that. I bought that painting and I completed it. Took me a little longer than I wanted, but I had just started and I hadn't, really learned, the wonderful art of multi-placing, for example. So majority of that painting I single place, so that's why it took a bit. But I really love how it came out, and I kept following through even after I moved to a different apartment. When I was living in my city before, I still took that little painting with me and I kept working on it. I really, really wanted it in my craft room. So, yeah, I did finish it and I did enjoy it. It is fun. And I love the colors. It's really bright and pastel. And I'm a big, big fan of that. So, that's why that one I considered as my favorite. And I cannot pinpoint any WIPs because I have so many that I'm trying to complete. But I guess one of my favorite WIPs that I'm currently kind of working on is my Cotton Candy Princess. I really do like that WIP. Every now and then I'll grab it and just do a little section here and there because again, pastel colors. If you haven't seen that painting, there's a whole bunch of colors on it. And I am a big, big fan of that. So that's why I really like that WIP. And I know I should sit down and work on it, but I don't know. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to keep working on it. So those can be considered my favorite. Now, those are rounds. For a square, though, I did complete my first square painting. And honestly, I've only completed one square. And that was my really cute Princess and the Pea Kitty. It's a Diamond Art Club painting as well. Just for some transparency, majority of my paintings are going to be Diamond Art Club. So just to let y'all know. And yeah, I really, really loved. That's actually the first time I ever, as I said, it was my first square painting. And that's when I saw, squares are really, really different than rounds. And oh my goodness, that poor painting is it is such a mess. There are like barely any lines that are kind of straight, but I am proud that I got to finish it. So I do like that little painting. I have it on my wall across from me, right next to my artist room painting, because I really, really like them. So it kind of inspired me too to start, working on more squares. So I do have current WIPs on the side that are squares. So stay tuned for those videos so you can check them out. Oh, and apologies. I gave a real long response to that. That was just question 1. So question number 2 is favorite diamond painting event of the year. And what kit did you work on for the event? My favorite event, hands down. Okay, 2 favorite events, hands down, was one I did in the summer that was sponsored by Diamonds and Stuff, which is, I believe it was called Changes of Seasons. I'm really bad at remembering the names. That was the event that kind of pushed me. Well, not pushed me. It kind of inspired me to finish the painting I had selected for that event. And the completion wasn't required. It's just I really wanted to finish it. And that was my Cherry Blossoms tree painting. Small painting that has a whole boatload of confetti. I really love that canvas. So I really liked that event. And it was fun. I did have fun. And especially, I believe it was almost every week she would have a raffle, so whoever win prizes. So, and it was fun, everyone that signed up for the event would join in and we'd all watch to see, who won and all of that. I found it really fun. And the second event that I really, really loved was Drills and Chills, because I was able to finish my really, really cute Halloween cat painting. And yeah, I had fun in that event. That event was a lot larger than any other event I'd been in. Like, they had so many submissions. And it was such a big community that was, all excited to participate in the event. And it was so much fun. So I am planning to sign up for that event next year as well. I do have a Halloween painting already, or a fall painting, put aside for next year. So I'm already going in ready. So I really did like those paintings. And both of those paintings for those 2 events, I did complete. So I am so happy I got to finish those. And yeah, I really like those two events. And currently I did finish Jingle Drills. Apologies, I have to keep remembering. Those two names confuse me. And I really like that event as well. So I just recently finished it. And that one as well, I'm going to sign up for next year. I really like that. And a lot of the videos that they would show for that event for trying to win prizes were really fun. Like, they were really informative. Got to see, you know, new kits, especially the small business hauls that they would show. I really liked that I was able to find other, you know, other kind of companies to purchase accessories from. I really did like that event. So, that was question number 2. Number 3, favorite diamond painting shop of the year. Include as many as you'd like, or honorable mentions. Did you know about Diamond Art Club? So, Diamond Art Club, I'm flat out being honest, is one of my favorites. And Dreamer Designs is one of my favorites too. Oraloa is now one of my favorites. This, I'll be honest, some clarification, this is my first kit from Oraloa, but they super won me over with these beautiful, beautiful rounds. So I'm happy to say these are one of my favorites. And I'm always keeping an eye out to see what kind of new releases they're coming out. So down the line, I'll save up a bit and purchase some more from Oraloa. I really do love this kit. And I don't want to say honorable mention, but I don't know, it's kind of weird to word it that way for me. Bella Art. I really, really love their squares. And I am currently working on one of their kits that one day I'll eventually finish. And it's my Yarn Crafter's Delight. Mostly because I love a lot of the canvases, the art style they have there. And I'm just going to change my color real quick because I just noticed I finished the one I'm working on. And the squares are just, oh my goodness, they're just wonderful to work with. I still haven't, as I said, finished the kit, but I'm hoping to finish next year. As I said, I want to be working on the square painting on the side, and that poor painting, that was actually my second square I tried to work on. Oh my goodness, it's such a mess. I feel so bad for my square paintings I tried to start because they're not the straightest of lines, and yeah, they're kind of bad. But the squares from Bella Art are really helped me a lot. As I said, they're really comfortable to work with, to place, and to me, they're really smooth. So that's why I really, really like them a lot, especially for someone who's still trying to get used to squares. So those are majority of companies that I like. Of course, I know there are so many more out there, which I am more than excited and real happy about trying out. But those come to mind because they're the ones that I've purchased a lot from. So that's why those popped in my head. And they are good companies. If some of these that I've said, you know, y'all haven't checked out, check them out. There are always some sales and all of that on these sites. There might be a canvas, 1 or 2 that you'll like. That's how I ended up with a stash. So that was question number 3. Number 4 is favorite artist of the year. In my defense, I have a habit of kind of not remembering a lot of names, but the ones that pop into my head, mostly because I do have a lot of their paintings in my stash, is Mrs. Butterdy from Diamond Art Club, You May Art, also from Diamond Art Club, and which is funny because I have her painting right next to me. Let me get the name because I don't want to mispronounce it. And actually I have a lot of her paintings in my stash, which I cannot find now. Apologies. Oh, Alyssa Carey from Dreamer Design. I love her paintings. Majority of her paintings are flowers. They're bouquets. And that's why she's the #1 artist I buy a lot from Dreamer Designs. And in rounds with those, oh, they're just gorgeous. That's why I'm a big fan of that artist. Her art is just real pretty, really soft. And I just really love it. You May Art, I really like her images because she chooses a lot of really nice colors to go with her art. And a lot of them have kind of, ethereal kind of effect to them. One of them that I'm currently working on is a square, is her moon catcher painting. And I really, oh, apologies, it's not her. Apologies for that. I got the wrong artist name. One that I'm planning to do next year is Moon Eater by her. And I really, really cannot wait till I start that painting. It is a square painting. And it's just so, so pretty. And I just cannot wait till I start that. And my apologies, I got the artist name wrong for that one. I do apologize for that. I'm bad with names. I'm being super honest. And Mrs. Butterdee is Mrs. Butterdee. Her style is so, so cute. And her canvases the reason I love her canvases a lot is because she does a lot of, I've seen another diamond painter call the term. They're kind of lined. They make me think of coloring books. Like, a lot of her paintings are in that style. If you actually, if you check out some of her paintings, the artist room one is a good example. A lot of it, for the window, for example, has dark lines that line up the frame, line up the window, and the chair the young lady sitting on is all lined up. That's why I like her art a lot, because it makes me think of a coloring book. So I could just finish the lining and go in and, fill in the rest. That's why I like her art a lot. And there are so many artists out there that I've purchased, but those three are usually a lot that when I catch, ooh, they have a new painting, I'm probably going to pick it up. I'm just going to go to my stash. And those are the names I can think of in the top of my head. And as I said, there's so many artists out there. There's probably some that, I will fall in love with, but there are so many. So, and I am not, I'm not really picky about, artists and all that. It's just, if they have a nice canvas, if they have a canvas that wins me over, I always look at what else they've put out. And if I see, oh my goodness, I'll probably pick up several. Especially, I really love the style that they paint. So, I always answer these, apologies, I answer these questions long, don't I? But yeah, those to me are the ones that pop into my head, because they're the ones I know I'm going to pick up their art no matter what. So, question number 5, favorite video that you uploaded this year, or favorite video that you watched? Favorite video that I uploaded. I'm thinking of a video. No, honest to goodness, I'm trying to think of one. I don't really think I have a specific video of favorite that I've uploaded. Well, my first one. I'll go with that. My first video I uploaded to this wonderful channel is my favorite, because it technically is the start of all of these wonderful videos that I've been able to put up. And honestly, when I first did that first video, I was so nervous. And I was so kind of scared that I was going to say something wrong or not explain myself well, or, oh, no one's ever going to watch me. You know how I've said it before, we are sometimes our worst critic. And that's the first thing I thought of. I thought, oh my goodness, people are going to start blocking me if they see this first video. But lo and behold, I am so glad that I have a lot of y'all, wonderful viewers. And, that there's always somebody that's watching a video of mine, which makes me kind of happy. So my first one would be the one I would say is probably my favorite. Because and that's actually, that video also taught me how, how to be editing and, start how all of this works. And I really do appreciate that I did that. Wait, that was weird wording. Why did I say that? But yeah, that's one that I would call my favorite. Now, from another content creator, apologies, I really don't like that term. Okay, another video from another channel. There we go, say that. It's not one specific favorite, but I love all of her D-kit videos. And she's the one that inspired me on doing D-kits whenever I review paintings, is Miss Kim from Kimba's Crafts. Oh my goodness, I really love that channel, and I love when she does D-kit videos. So anytime that, I have her, of course, I'm a subscriber. And apologies, I'm recording mid-afternoon, so there's a lot of driving. Apologies for that. I love watching her videos. They're just so informative. When she first, whenever she's de-kitting, she explains, oh, this is how her storage is, and explains, reviews the whole painting. And I just love watching her videos, even when they're not de-kits. I love watching her whip and chats. So after I can't pick one video specifically, I just love watching her de-kitting videos. It's so neat. And the way her storage is, that's where I got the idea of the way I store my spare diamonds now. It's because of her. So thank you for uploading those videos, ma'am. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So for question number 6. Oh my goodness, this one's kind of sad. It's biggest diamond painting flop of the year. Can be anything that wasn't ideal. Poor kit experience, poor shop experience, something you let yourself down on. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of sad. Okay, my whips. I'm being super honest. I have like 8 or 9 whips that I did not complete. And I feel so bad because I see them on. I have a desk next to me, so I keep them laying flat just so that they don't get. Since a majority of them are premium paintings, they don't usually have an issue of crinkling or anything, but still, being careful not to have any diamonds accidentally popping out or anything. So for myself, it's more towards me that I started these and I didn't finish these whips. And mostly because I went crazy signing up for a whole bunch of events. But I take it, lesson learned is the best wording I can think of. Because now I know next year, don't do that. And next year, I decided, lesson learned, be more organized, know which kits you're going to follow through. And mostly, I want to paint what I want to do. Not, be doing it for an event or anything. So, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with events. They are fun and all of that. But for me, especially now, since my time's a little bit more limited, I would just have to be a little more careful for signing up events. Which I just said earlier, I plan to do 2 of them. Or 3 of them. We'll see. And, well, actually, I am planning to do an event on January. So, and I've been so excited to do that event since, it was announced this year. So, that one's okay. That one's okay. And I'll be able to do my first dragon painting, which I've never done one before. So, I'm real excited about it. But, yeah, it's more towards myself. Lesson learned, Don't have so many whips, and they're just there. And I feel so bad because I see the paintings and they're judging me. So that's what I learned this year. Take my time, as a wonderful viewer of my channel commented. Take my time. That's what I gotta remember. I gotta put it on a post-it somewhere in front of me. Take your time, Rosie. Don't go nuts. So that's probably the best way I can answer that question. So for question 7, biggest lesson learned in crafting this year. Biggest lesson learned. Oh, release paper. I'm not kidding. Like, I had seen, when I first started diamond painting, I saw, some painters painting, and they would have these wonderful papers on their canvas with images. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's odd. How is it not sticking to the, to the canvas? And, when they would move over to a next section, they peel it off. And I thought, whoa, how is it doing that? So I actually researched, and that's when I found out the wonderful world of release paper. And I originally, when I first started painting, I would just lift it and just, just keep on trucking and paint whatever section I wanted to paint. But since paintings, a lot of my beginning paintings, and whoop, spilled some there, they were a little large. And I don't know, it was just a little frustrating to kind of, you know, get ahead if I'm trying to do a large section of the painting. So that's when I found out, oh, I also found out about the washi tape method. And I was so excited to learn that because I thought the idea was neat that, you know, you're laying down this little tape and you're cutting off and you're working on whatever section you want. So those two are probably, they're kind of together. So it's release paper and the washi tape method really helps me, especially moving forward, you know, investing in all of that. And I actually got to learn that. And I know it's such a, I want to say beginner thing, but my defense again, this is my first year. So I thought I was real excited to learn all of that. And yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. And moving forward, I do plan to keep doing those two methods, depending on the canvas. Because one of my canvases, my two canvases I'm going to start with next year. One of them I'm doing a washi tape method. The other one I'm planning to do release paper. I have no idea why. They just feel comfortable to the canvas, whichever method I'm using. Y'all are diamond painters. You kind of know what I'm talking about. So I was really happy when I learned that. Helped me, you know, speed up and try to complete a lot of these canvases. So, well, actually, it should help me a lot for my WIPs, because a lot of those WIPs that I still haven't finished, I hadn't learned a lot of those methods of, you know, release paper and all of that. And since I find the sections that I want to work on size-wise, it's actually helping me get a little faster. So that's why I'm real excited to move with those moving forward, applying all of those practices I picked up. So for me, that's probably the biggest thing that I got to learn, which I'm really excited I did. And finally, the last question, number 8. What is one thing you're looking forward to in 2025 regarding diamond painting? More diamond painting? That question I kind of, well, what I'm looking forward to in 2025 is being able to finish more paintings. Honest to goodness, because I really want to finish this one, excuse me, by the end of this month. So this could be my 7th premium canvas completion. And I'd be real happy that, hey, for my first year, I got to finish 7. This, of course, isn't counting my budget-friendly canvases I love working. My Temu paintings. Because I finished a lot of those because since they're smaller. And they're such a good side thing that I like to work on to kind of give my brain a reset when I'm working on large canvases. So next year, I just really want to finish more premium ones. Originally, I believe I had said in a video before, I was going to do just hoping to finish 5 next year. I am picking it up. I'm hoping next year to finish 10 premium canvases. And a lot of them, they're kind of large, but not that big. I'm not going to, you know, bust out a, 110 by, I don't know, 90 canvas. I'm not, oh goodness, no, I'm not doing that. They'll probably be, majority of my paintings, a lot of them are either 80 by 60 or they're more horizontal than vertical. So they are kind of big, but I would have to time myself a little bit. And that's what I'm kind of excited about. In 2025, I can be a lot more organized, because I've lesson learned. I got to learn a lot this year. So everything I've learned this year, I want to be able to use it for next year. As I said, keep myself organized. And yeah, that's basically what I'm looking forward to next year. And I really want to see, a lot of those paintings, especially my WIPs I'm working on, I really want to see how they look like completed. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'm making sure that I'm not spilling while I'm pouring these. And yeah, that's basically it. There were only 8 questions. Apologies that I don't give the most organized way of answering, but I just wanted it, really transparent, because that's basically who I am. With airplanes that don't know how to, stop flying. So, yeah. And if y'all are curious, you can also answer these questions as well. And who knows, might have the same kind of ideas that I did as well. So, especially if you're a new diamond painter, or if you're, or even if you are a new diamond painter, you can, think of these questions and kind of use them as inspiration to push you forward of, ooh, so this, this is how, give you some ideas on how to move forward. Because, we were all new diamond painters once before. So anything that you can learn from, if not from, my channel, there's so many diamond painting channels out there. Something you can pick up and learn that, when you have a chance to answer these questions, you got some answers for yourself. And yeah, that's basically all I really wanted to talk about. For myself, I don't really have much. I'm still on holiday break from work, so that's why I'm really trying to finish this canvas. And I've been trying to work on another canvas, see if maybe I can get a little bit more ahead on it. It's one of my WIPs, so next year I can keep working and hopefully have a couple early completions. Some completions earlier in the year for y'all. Mostly because, especially if y'all had some canvases that you like that I started, you can finally see the end. Or the completion of the painting, which is kind of funny. And I'm real excited to start the new canvases I selected to start the new year. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be a kit up video for my cherry blossom painting I unboxed recently. That's going to be my first round of next year. And my first square of next year is the dragon painting I'm doing for an event. So stay tuned for the kit ups for both of those paintings. And yeah, that's basically all I have. I just really wanted to answer those questions, and they're so neat. I think it's kind of cool that these questions are specifically for diamond painting. And I'll make sure to put links of all the channels that I mentioned before in the description below. And just in case you're curious about some of these as well, and you can see all of the responses for the question, I'll make sure to put the hashtag, which is hashtag best of 24DP. You can see all the other channels that are answering these questions as well. And as I said, if any of y'all have channels out there, or you're just, wanting to answer the questions as well, go for it. You probably have to, kind of like myself, I had to really think, which ones would I answer for these questions? So it's kind of interesting. I kind of like seeing a lot of the responses to these questions. So yeah, that's all I got. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, all I ask is if you can do the usual. If you can like and subscribe, I really appreciate it as well. Really puts the channel out there, and it really allows me the opportunity to show all of these wonderful diamond paintings we love to do. Almost completion, almost there. And again, thank you for your time, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.